Imagine a man so powerful that he changed the world forever. Genghis Khan is known for his ruthless conquests and incredible military strategy. But did you know he also founded a capital city? You might think it was just another military stronghold, but the reality is much more intriguing and complex. Get ready to explore the surprising legacy of Genghis Khan and the city that played a crucial role in his empire. How did Genghis Khan go from a simple boy to a powerful leader? Born as Temüjin in 1162 in the harsh landscapes of Mongolia, Genghis Khan faced unimaginable hardships early in life. His family was betrayed by their own clan, leaving him in a vulnerable position. As a child, he witnessed his father's murder and the subsequent abandonment by his family, which forced him to fend for himself. Instead of succumbing to despair, Temüjin learned the art of survival. As he grew, Temüjin united various Mongol tribes through a combination of strategic alliances and fierce warfare. He formed strong bonds with his followers, promising them loyalty and protection. His charisma and leadership inspired others, allowing him to rally diverse tribes under a single banner. This unity not only made him a powerful leader, but also laid the groundwork for his future conquests. With every battle he fought and every tribe he united, his reputation grew, setting the stage for the establishment of a mighty empire. Why did Genghis Khan decide to establish a capital? Genghis Khan understood the importance of a central base for administration and control. A capital would not only serve as a political center, but also help manage trade and communications effectively across his vast empire. It was a strategic move that would symbolize unity among the tribes he had worked so hard to unite. Establishing a capital reflected Genghis Khan's vision for a strong and enduring empire. It marked a shift from a nomadic lifestyle to a more settled governance model, allowing for better organization and administration. The idea of a capital was revolutionary for the time and indicated a new era in Mongolian history. It was about more than just power. It was about legacy. What made Karakorum unique among other cities? Founded around 1220, Karakorum was strategically located along key trade routes, making it a bustling center for commerce. The city thrived on the flow of goods and ideas from diverse cultures, becoming a melting pot of traditions and beliefs. Genghis Khan envisioned Karakorum not just as a political hub, but also as a cultural center where different peoples could coexist peacefully. Karakorum was remarkable for its openness to various religions and cultures, reflecting Genghis Khan's belief in tolerance and acceptance. This diversity allowed the city to flourish, with merchants and travelers from far and wide contributing to its growth. Genghis Khan's ambition for Karakorum set the tone for the Mongol Empire's future, transforming it into a major player on the global stage. How did trade shape the development of Karakorum? The Silk Road connected Karakorum to distant lands, facilitating the exchange of not just goods, but also ideas, technologies, and cultures. Merchants flocked to the city, bringing spices, silk, and other valuable items that enriched the local economy. This vibrant trade network made Karakorum a wealthy and influential center, crucial for the prosperity of the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan actively encouraged trade to enhance economic stability and foster connections with other cultures. He understood that a thriving economy would benefit his empire, allowing for military strength and political power. This focus on commerce influenced Mongol policies and practices, establishing a legacy of trade that would last for generations. Did you know Genghis Khan embraced diverse cultures? He allowed people from various backgrounds to settle in Karakorum, creating a unique social fabric. Different religions coexisted, including Buddhism, Islam, and shamanism, all contributing to the cultural richness of the city. Genghis Khan believed that diversity would strengthen his empire, promoting innovation and cooperation among its inhabitants. This multicultural environment was not only a reflection of his leadership style, but also a strategic advantage. It fostered a sense of unity among diverse peoples, encouraging collaboration and the sharing of ideas. Genghis Khan's vision for a multicultural society remains one of the most notable aspects of his legacy. How did Karakorum shape the empire's structure? The city became a political center for Mongol leaders, housing administrative offices and facilitating governance over the vast territory. Important decisions and policies were discussed and made here, making Karakorum the nerve center of the Mongol Empire. Karakorum symbolized Mongol power and authority, serving as a testament to Genghis Khan's accomplishments. Its influence lasted well beyond his reign, impacting the way future leaders managed the empire. Understanding the significance of Karakorum provides valuable insights into the inner workings of the Mongol Empire. What caused the downfall of Karakorum as the capital? After Genghis Khan's death, his successors began to shift their focus to other cities, particularly as the empire expanded. Logistical challenges in governance became apparent, and Karakorum's location became less central as new territories were acquired. The city struggled to maintain its influence amidst these changes. Understanding the decline of Karakorum reveals the evolution of the Mongol Empire. The shift in focus illustrates how empires adapt and change over time, responding to the needs of their growing populations and territories. This story of rise and fall adds depth to our understanding of Genghis Khan's legacy. How did Genghis Khan's legacy impact future generations? His strategies and policies not only influenced later Mongol rulers, but also became part of the broader narrative of world history. Karakorum evolved into a symbol of Mongol heritage and pride, inspiring stories about Genghis Khan that continue to be told today. His ability to unify diverse peoples under one empire is still studied by historians and military strategists alike. The legacy of Genghis Khan showcases the complexity of his character, revealing a leader who was both a conqueror and a visionary. Did Genghis Khan have a unique approach to warfare? He utilized speed and mobility to outmaneuver his enemies, often using tactics that were innovative for his time. His strategies included psychological warfare and deception, allowing him to achieve victories against larger forces. Genghis Khan valued intelligence and strategic alliances, understanding that collaboration could enhance military strength. His military innovations revolutionized warfare, laying the groundwork for his expansive empire. These strategies not only contributed to his success but also reshaped how wars were fought in the years that followed. Why is Karakorum significant in world history? It represented the center of the Mongol Empire during its height, showcasing the achievements of Genghis Khan and his successors. The city served as a melting pot of ideas, cultures, and technologies, playing a crucial role in connecting East and West. Karakorum's history provides valuable insight into Genghis Khan's legacy. It reminds us of the importance of cultural exchange and cooperation in shaping civilizations. Understanding its significance enhances our appreciation of history and the interconnectedness of different societies. What myths surround Genghis Khan's legacy? Many people view him as a brutal conqueror with no redeeming qualities, overlooking the complexities of his character. In reality, he was a multifaceted figure with diverse accomplishments, promoting trade, culture, and communication among peoples. This duality in perception highlights the need for nuanced history. Understanding these myths can reshape how we view historical figures, allowing us to appreciate the complexities and contradictions that define them. How does Genghis Khan influence modern storytelling? His story has inspired countless books, films, and documentaries, becoming a symbol of the fierce warrior archetype. The image of Genghis Khan resonates in popular culture, serving as both cautionary tales and sources of inspiration. Modern leaders often draw parallels to his strategies, recognizing the enduring power of his legacy. This influence reflects how historical figures can shape contemporary narratives and ideals. What lessons can we learn from Genghis Khan's empire? Karakorum showcased the benefits of cultural exchange and cooperation, demonstrating how different ideas and technologies can improve lives. Embracing diversity can lead to innovation and growth, a lesson that remains relevant in today's globalized world. Genghis Khan's legacy reminds us of the power of unity and collaboration in overcoming challenges. These lessons are vital for fostering understanding and cooperation among diverse cultures in our increasingly interconnected world. What remains of Karakorum in modern times? Archaeological sites provide insights into the city's past, allowing us to learn about its historical significance. Tourists visit to explore Genghis Khan's legacy and influence, contributing to a growing interest in Mongolian history. The city's history is celebrated in local culture and tourism, providing opportunities for education and exploration. Learning about Karakorum enhances our appreciation for ancient civilizations and their contributions to the world. Why should we care about Genghis Khan today? His strategies offer valuable lessons for leadership and management, reminding us of the importance of unity and vision. Understanding his impact can help us recognize the complexities of historical figures and their legacies. Genghis Khan's life serves as a reminder of the complexities of power, ambition, and the pursuit of greatness. These insights can guide us in contemporary society, helping us navigate our own challenges and aspirations. What unknown aspects of Genghis Khan are still being discovered? Historians continue to uncover new facts about his life and empire, revealing the intricacies of his leadership style. Ongoing research sheds light on the impact of Genghis Khan on world history. Modern technology aids in understanding his influence, providing new ways to analyze historical data. These discoveries contribute to a more complete picture of Genghis Khan, ensuring that his legacy remains alive and relevant. How did Genghis Khan contribute to the concept of a global community? His empire connected various cultures, facilitating exchange and cooperation across vast distances. The Silk Road became a vital link between East and West, enabling the flow of goods and ideas. Genghis Khan's vision extended beyond conquest to unity among peoples, a concept that resonates in today's interconnected world. Understanding this connection can inspire global collaboration and foster a sense of shared humanity. How does Karakorum's history shape our understanding of Genghis Khan? The city symbolizes the achievements of the Mongol Empire and showcases the importance of cultural and economic exchanges. Karakorum's legacy prompts us to reflect on how did Genghis Khan decide to establish a capital? The answer is more intricate than it seems. He understood that a strong empire required a solid foundation, one that could manage the vast territories and diverse peoples he had conquered. Genghis Khan recognized the importance of a central base for administration, and this idea would shape the future of the Mongol Empire in ways that few could have predicted. The decision to create a capital was not just a matter of practicality, it was a strategic move that signaled a shift in the Mongol way of life. Picture this, a place where various tribes could come together, trade could flourish, and governance could thrive. A capital would not only help manage trade and communications effectively, but it would also serve as a symbol of unity among the tribes. tribes. Genghis Khan wanted to foster a sense of belonging and identity that transcended the tribal divisions of the past. Establishing a capital reflected his vision for a robust empire. It marked a transition from the traditional nomadic lifestyle to a more settled governance model. This change was revolutionary for the time and demonstrated Genghis Khan's forward-thinking approach. The very act of creating a capital was an assertion of his authority and a commitment to building a legacy that would endure long after his death. As you delve into the history of Genghis Khan, it's essential to consider the significance of his capital. Imagine a city bustling with life, where merchants from different cultures exchange ideas and goods, and where a new form of governance takes shape. The establishment of a capital was a bold move that would set the stage for the Mongol Empire's future. Did you know that Genghis Khan founded Karakorum around 1220? This capital was not just a political center but a cultural hub as well. Strategically located along key trade routes, Karakorum became a melting pot of ideas, cultures, and religions. This diverse environment was a testament to Genghis Khan's vision for a united empire, where different peoples could coexist and thrive. The founding of Karakorum was a crucial moment in Mongolian history. Genghis Khan wanted it to be a city that represented the strength and unity of the Mongol Empire. Picture a place where the sounds of various languages fill the air, where the richness of different traditions blend together, and where the spirit of innovation flourishes. This city was meant to symbolize the power and reach of Genghis Khan's legacy. Karakorum was unique in that it showcased Genghis Khan's commitment to cultural tolerance. Within its walls you could find Buddhists, Muslims, and followers of shamanism living side by side. This acceptance of diverse beliefs reflected Genghis Khan's understanding that unity could be achieved through mutual respect and cooperation. As trade flourished in Karakorum, it became an influential center connecting the East and West. The Silk Road ran through this bustling city, allowing merchants to exchange not just goods but also ideas and innovations. Genghis Khan actively encouraged trade, recognizing that a strong economy would strengthen his empire. This focus on commerce played a significant role in shaping Mongol policies and practices, setting the stage for a prosperous future. The significance of Genghis Khan's decision to establish a capital cannot be overstated. It was a strategic move that transformed the Mongolian way of life and laid the groundwork for the empire's success. Karakorum became more than just a city. It symbolized the aspirations and achievements of the Mongol Empire, illustrating Genghis Khan's remarkable vision. What lessons can we learn from Genghis Khan's establishment of a capital? His story teaches us the importance of strong leadership and strategic thinking in building a cohesive society. The creation of a capital city was a bold step towards unification and governance, reflecting the timeless principles of leadership that remain relevant today. In conclusion, Genghis Khan's idea of establishing a capital marked a pivotal moment in Mongolian history. Karakorum represented not only a political center but also a vibrant cultural hub that showcased the diversity and richness of the Mongolian Empire. Genghis Khan's vision for a united empire is a powerful reminder of the strength that comes from embracing diversity and fostering cooperation. As we explore the legacy of Genghis Khan and the capital he founded, we gain valuable insights into the complexities of history and the lessons it offers for today's world. Why did Genghis Khan decide to establish a capital? This question might surprise you, as many think of him solely as a conqueror, but the reality is much deeper. Genghis Khan understood that for an empire as vast and diverse as his, a central base was essential. Picture a bustling hub where trade flourished, communications were streamlined, and a sense of unity was fostered among the tribes. A capital was more than just a physical location. It was a symbol of strength and administration. Genghis Khan envisioned a place where decisions could be made efficiently, strategies could be developed, and resources could be managed. Establishing a capital would significantly shift from their nomadic lifestyles to a more settled governance, marking the evolution of Mongol society. You may wonder how this change impacted the Mongol way of life. Imagine tribes that had roamed the steppes for centuries, now converging to form a community where ideas and cultures could intermingle. This foundational decision laid the groundwork for future conquests and governance, ultimately setting the stage for the Mongol Empire to thrive. Did you know that the concept of a capital city was relatively new for nomadic tribes? Genghis Khan was innovative in his thinking. While other leaders might have relied solely on military strength, he recognized the necessity of infrastructure and governance. By choosing to establish a capital, he demonstrated remarkable foresight, shaping the Mongol Empire in a way that would allow it to flourish. The establishment of a capital was also about legacy. Genghis Khan wanted to create something that would outlast him, a place that would embody the unity and power of the Mongol Empire. This idea of a central hub represented a radical departure from the past and hinted at a future where the Mongol Empire could evolve and adapt. As you delve deeper into Genghis Khan's vision, consider the broader implications of his decision. A capital city like Karakorum would not just serve as a political center. It would become a melting pot of cultures and ideas, where trade flourished and innovation thrived. Genghis Khan sought to create an environment where diversity was not merely tolerated but embraced. It's fascinating to realize that Genghis Khan's vision included a multicultural society. He understood that allowing different tribes, cultures, and religions to coexist would not only strengthen strengthen his empire but also lead to prosperity. The idea of establishing a capital was instrumental in shaping this inclusive approach, fostering collaboration and unity among diverse peoples. Think about the strategic location of the capital. By situating it along key trade routes, Genghis Khan ensured that Karakorum became a bustling center of commerce. This decision allowed for the exchange of not just goods but also ideas, technologies, and cultural practices. The Silk Road would later be pivotal in connecting East and West, making Karakorum a vital link in this grand exchange. In conclusion, Genghis Khan's decision to establish a capital was not just a practical move, it was a visionary step towards creating a cohesive empire. His ability to foresee the importance of a central governance system transformed the Mongol way of life, paving the way for a rich cultural exchange and laying the foundation for future successes. The legacy of this decision continues to resonate, offering insights into the complexities of leadership and governance in a diverse world. How did Genghis Khan come to the idea of establishing a capital city? This question might make you think about him as just a conqueror, but the reality is far more intricate. When Genghis Khan began to unify the Mongolian tribes, he quickly realized the necessity for a centralized administration. Capital city wasn't just about power, it was about organization, communication, and creating a lasting legacy. Imagine a leader who understood that to manage an empire effectively, you needed a place to call home base. Genghis Khan saw that a capital would serve as a central hub where decisions could be made swiftly and trade could flourish. Without this strategic location, it would have been nearly impossible to maintain control over the vast territories he intended to conquer. This notion of a capital also represented a pivotal shift in the Mongolian way of life. Historically, Mongolian tribes were nomadic, moving with the seasons and the herds. However, by establishing a capital, Genghis Khan was laying the groundwork for a more settled governance system. This was revolutionary for the time, as it marked the transition from a purely nomadic lifestyle to a more stable and organized society. But let's delve deeper. Why did he choose to create a capital city instead of relying solely on military strongholds? The answer lies in Genghis Khan's vision. He was not just focused on conquest, he was looking to build an empire that would endure beyond his lifetime. Establishing a capital symbolized unity among the tribes, demonstrating that they could work together for a common purpose. An interesting fact to consider is that most leaders of the time did not prioritize the establishment of a capital city. Instead, they focused on fortifications and military outposts. Genghis Khan's approach was unique and forward-thinking. He knew that to foster loyalty and a sense of belonging, the tribes needed a shared space that represented their collective strength and identity. This decision to create a capital wasn't merely practical, it was also deeply symbolic. It showcased Genghis Khan's ambition to unite the diverse tribes of Mongolia under one banner. By establishing a central place where leaders could gather, trade could occur, and culture could flourish, he was essentially laying the foundation for a cohesive society. Imagine the bustling streets of this new capital, where merchants traded goods from distant lands, and leaders discussed matters of state. The capital would serve as a focal point for trade routes, helping to connect the Mongolian Empire with far-off places like China and Persia. This connection was vital for the prosperity of the empire. Moreover, the establishment of a capital allowed for better management of trade and communication. Think about the logistics involved in governing an empire as vast as Genghis Khan's. Central hub would streamline these processes, making it easier to collect taxes, distribute resources, and maintain order. Did you know that the creation of a capital city often signifies a shift in a society's identity? For Genghis Khan, this was crucial. By moving from a nomadic existence to a more settled way of life, he not only changed how his people lived, but also how they viewed themselves. This transition helped foster a new Mongolian identity that was more cohesive and resilient. The capital also acted as a catalyst for cultural exchange. As different tribes converged in this centralized location, they brought with them their customs, beliefs, and practices. This melting pot of ideas led to a richer, more vibrant society that would influence the Mongol Empire for generations to come. As we explore Genghis Khan's vision further, consider the impact of having a capital city on the tribe's social dynamics. The presence of a shared space encouraged cooperation and alliance building among tribes that might have otherwise remained isolated. Genghis Khan understood that a united front was essential for the success of his empire, and this capital city played a crucial role in achieving that goal. To summarize, the establishment of a capital city was a strategic move for Genghis Khan. It was about more than just administration. It was about creating a lasting legacy. By uniting the tribes under one central authority, he fostered a sense of community and identity that would ultimately shape the Mongolian Empire's future. The creation of a capital marked a significant evolution in the way his society operated, laying the groundwork for a powerful and enduring empire. Did you know that Genghis Khan wasn't just a brutal conqueror, but also a visionary leader who embraced diversity? This aspect of his rule might surprise many, as most people associate him primarily with his military might. Genghis Khan's approach to governance was revolutionary for his time, and it laid the foundation for a multicultural society that thrived in his capital city, Karakorum. When Genghis Khan established Karakorum, he allowed people of various backgrounds to settle there. This decision was not merely about population, but rather a strategic move to strengthen his empire. It demonstrated his belief that diversity was a powerful asset. By creating a melting pot of cultures, Genghis Khan aimed to harness the strengths of different peoples for the greater good of the empire. Imagine a city bustling with traders, scholars, and artists from all corners of the known world. In Karakorum, you could find Buddhists, Muslims, and shamans living side by side. This coexistence was rare in the 13th century, where cultural clashes often defined societies. Genghis Khan recognized that fostering a multicultural environment would promote innovation and cooperation. By encouraging diverse groups to share their ideas, he set the stage for a vibrant society that could adapt and thrive. A lesser-known fact is that Genghis Khan's policies significantly influenced the trade networks established across Asia. The Silk Road connected Karakorum to far-flung regions, allowing for the exchange of not just goods but also ideas and technologies. This influx of knowledge contributed to advancements in various fields, from medicine to engineering, and further established Karakorum as a center of cultural richness. But why did he believe that diversity strengthened his empire? Genghis Khan understood that a united front was crucial for the survival of his vast territories. Different tribes had their strengths and weaknesses, and by uniting these differences under one roof, he could create a more formidable and cohesive force. This is a controversial stance since many view him strictly as a conqueror. However, his inclusive approach significantly contributed to the Mongol Empire's stability. Karakorum wasn't just a political center, it was a cultural hub that celebrated the arts, education, and religious freedom. Genghis Khan believed that by allowing different religions to coexist, he could unify the empire under a shared vision of prosperity. This progressive attitude towards faith was unusual, especially considering the era's common practice of religious persecution. Think about how this impacted his followers. Instead of fighting over beliefs or cultural practices, the people of Karakorum were encouraged to share and learn from one another. This atmosphere of acceptance fostered loyalty among the various tribes and communities, creating a sense of belonging and mutual respect. However, this multicultural approach wasn't without challenges. The coexistence of different cultures often led to tensions. Some factions within the empire resisted the integration of outsiders, believing it diluted their traditions. Genghis Khan's leadership was tested as he navigated these complexities, balancing his vision with the realities of governance. Interestingly, Genghis Khan's emphasis on cultural diversity was not merely altruistic. He recognized that a well-rounded society could adapt to various challenges. For example, by incorporating skilled artisans and knowledgeable merchants from different backgrounds, he ensured that Karakorum could respond to economic shifts and threats more effectively. This strategy not only reinforced the economic stability of the empire, but also solidified Genghis Khan's reputation as a wise ruler who understood the dynamics of power and influence. He was not just a warrior, he was a leader who foresaw the benefits of cultural exchange and integration. His legacy is particularly relevant today as we grapple with issues of diversity and inclusion in our societies. Genghis Khan's vision reminds us that embracing differences can lead to innovation and progress. In a world that often seems divided, his approach serves as a powerful lesson on the importance of unity amidst diversity. To summarize, Genghis Khan's vision for a multicultural society in Karakorum was a cornerstone of his empire. His acceptance of diverse cultures and religions fostered innovation, cooperation, and loyalty among his followers. This inclusive approach was revolutionary for its time and contributed significantly to the stability and success of the Mongol Empire. By understanding and applying these insights, we can appreciate the complexities of history and the timeless lessons it offers for today's world. Most people think of Genghis Khan as merely a ruthless conqueror. However, the reality is far more complex and layered. One of his most significant achievements was the establishment of Karakorum, a capital city that not only served as a political center, but also as a cultural melting pot. In this section, we will delve into how Karakorum became a crucial element of the Mongol Empire and its influence on the broader scope of history. Karakorum, founded around 1220, was more than just a military outpost. It was a beacon of civilization in the vastness of the Mongolian steppes. Its strategic location along major trade routes enabled it to become a hub for commerce, diplomacy, and culture. The city was situated to connect traders traveling from China and the East to Europe and beyond, making it a critical junction in the Silk Road network. This positioning wasn't just luck, it was part of Genghis Khan's grand vision. Consider this: many cities fall into obscurity over time, yet Karakorum thrived because of Genghis Khan's intentional policies. The Mongol leader understood that to govern effectively, a centralized location for administration was essential. The infrastructure developed in Karakorum supported trade and communication, allowing for smoother governance over the vast territories under his control. The establishment of the capital was not merely a change in geography, it represented a pivotal shift in Mongolian governance, transitioning from nomadic tribes to a more structured, centralized authority. Karakorum was designed to be a reflection of Genghis Khan's ideals. He envisioned a city that showcased the best of the diverse cultures within his empire. This wasn't just about military strength, it was about creating a cultural hub that celebrated different customs, traditions, and religions. In this way, Karakorum became a symbol of Mongol tolerance and unity. Genghis Khan's inclusive policies allowed Buddhists, Muslims, Muslims, and various tribal religions to coexist, fostering an environment rich in cultural exchange. A fascinating fact is that this coexistence often led to remarkable innovations, Temüjin scholars from different backgrounds coming together to share knowledge. This collaboration resulted in advancements in fields such as medicine, astronomy, and engineering. For example, the introduction of papermaking techniques from China transformed communication and record-keeping in the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan's openness to different cultures laid the groundwork for Karakorum to become not only a political center, but also an intellectual powerhouse. However, the story of Karakorum is not without its challenges. The city faced tensions as different cultures vied for influence. Some traditional Mongol tribes resisted the influx of new ideas and customs, leading to occasional conflicts. Genghis Khan's leadership was tested as he navigated these tensions, striving to maintain harmony in a diverse society. This aspect of his rule is often overlooked, yet it showcases his political acumen and commitment to his vision. The influence of Karakorum extended beyond its walls. As the capital city, it symbolized Mongol power and authority. Important decisions regarding governance, military strategies, and diplomatic relations were made in its halls. Genghis Khan's successors continued to use Karakorum as a political center, further solidifying its importance within the Mongolian Empire. The decisions made here had lasting effects on the direction of the empire and its interactions with other civilizations. The impact of Karakorum is felt even today. It serves as a reminder of how a single city can shape the course of history. Its legacy offers valuable lessons about leadership, cultural exchange, and the importance of embracing diversity. While many may view Genghis Khan as a conqueror, understanding the role of Karakorum allows us to see him as a complex leader who recognized the value of unity in diversity. As we reflect on the significance of Karakorum, it's essential to acknowledge that its story is intertwined with a broader narrative of the Mongol Empire. The city encapsulated the empire's ambitions, values, and innovations, setting the stage for a remarkable era in history. By fostering a culture of collaboration and inclusivity, Genghis Khan established a foundation that would influence generations to come. In summary, Karakorum was not just a capital city, it was a manifestation of Genghis Khan's vision for a unified multicultural empire. Its strategic location, cultural diversity, and political significance made it a cornerstone of the Mongol Empire. By exploring the influence of Karakorum, we gain a deeper understanding of Genghis Khan's legacy and the lessons that can be learned from his approach to governance and society. This insight invites us to appreciate the complexities of history and the enduring power of cultural exchange. What led to the decline of one of the most significant cities of its times? After the death of Genghis Khan, Karakorum faced numerous challenges that contributed to its eventual downfall. This transition from a thriving capital to a city of lesser significance is a fascinating tale that reveals much about the dynamics of the Mongol Empire. Following Genghis Khan's death in 1227, his successors began to shift their focus away from Karakorum. Initially, the capital had been a vibrant hub of politics and culture. However, as the empire expanded rapidly under Genghis Khan's son, Ogedei, and subsequent leaders, the center of power began to drift. It was a time of significant change, and Karakorum struggled to maintain its influence amidst these shifts. As the empire grew, it became logistically challenging to govern from a single location. Karakorum, while strategically positioned along trade routes, started to lose its centrality as the Mongol Empire spread across vast territories. The distance between Karakorum and other parts of the empire became more pronounced, leading to inefficiencies in administration. This dispersal of power meant that Karakorum could no longer serve as the effective political center it once had been. The city also faced internal challenges. The unity that Genghis Khan had forged among the various tribes began to wane. With the loss of his charismatic leadership, different factions within the empire started to vie for power. This competition created divisions that undermined the stability of the city. Many Mongol leaders began to establish their own bases of power in newly conquered territories, leading to a further decline in Karakorum's importance. It's also worth noting that the Mongol way of life was rooted in mobility. The nomadic traditions that Genghis Khan had embraced began to resurface as leaders sought to reconnect with their roots. This shift towards a more nomadic governance style created a conflict for Karakorum, which had been built on the foundation of a centralized, settled society. The once thriving capital found itself struggling to adapt to this changing cultural landscape. A strange yet intriguing fact about this period is that despite its decline, Karakorum continued to be a site of cultural significance. It was during this time that some of the most impressive Buddhist stupas and monasteries were built, showcasing the city's role as a center of spiritual life. Even as political power waned, the artistic and religious contributions of Karakorum flourished, highlighting a duality that often goes unnoticed. However, Karakorum's decline wasn't just a local phenomenon. It was part of a broader narrative of the Mongol Empire's evolution. As the empire fractured into different khanates, each governed by different leaders, the centralized power that Karakorum once represented faded away. This fragmentation meant that the cultural and political identity of Karakorum could not be maintained as it had been under Genghis Khan's reign. The decline of Karakorum reflects a controversial aspect of Genghis Khan's legacy. Many historians assert that while he was a unifier, the systems he put in place were heavily reliant on his personal authority. Once he was gone, the very foundation he built began to crumble. This invites viewers to reconsider the narrative that often paints Genghis Khan as a purely unifying figure, acknowledging that his empire's success was equally tied to his leadership style. The story of Karakorum serves as a reminder of the fragility of power and the complexities of cultural identity. As trade routes shifted and new centers of power emerged, the city that once thrived at the heart of the Mongol Empire became a shadow of its former self. Understanding this decline is crucial for grasping the full scope of Mongolian history and Genghis Khan's multifaceted legacy. To sum up, the decline of Karakorum was a result of shifting political dynamics, internal strife, and the broader transformations within the Mongol Empire. The city, while no longer the epicenter of power, continued to contribute culturally and religiously, leaving a lasting legacy that still sparks interest today. As we reflect on this decline, it challenges us to think critically about the cycles of rise and fall within empires and the lessons that history offers us. The narrative of Karakorum prompts us to appreciate not just the triumphs, but also the vulnerabilities inherent in any great civilization. How did one city shape the very structure of an empire? Karakorum, the capital established by Genghis Khan, was not just a political center. It was the heartbeat of the Mongol Empire, pulsating with life, diversity, and power. Its influence was so profound that it redefined governance across vast territories. But as we delve into this chapter of history, it's essential to understand how Karakorum became a model for imperial structure and what it meant for the Mongol leaders who followed. Karakorum emerged as the political epicenter of the Mongol Empire around 1220, a time when Genghis Khan was consolidating power and expanding his territories. The city was strategically chosen for its location, positioned along key trade routes that connected east and west. This advantageous site allowed Karakorum to thrive economically and culturally. But beyond commerce, Karakorum's role as a political center was fundamental to its importance. Here, the Mongol leadership gathered to discuss, negotiate, and make critical decisions that would shape the future of their empire. One fascinating aspect of Karakorum is that it wasn't merely a collection of tents or military barracks. It was designed to reflect Genghis Khan's vision of a unified empire. Within its walls, the city housed administrative offices, which became crucial for the management of the empire's vast territories. This was a significant shift from the traditional nomadic lifestyle that many Mongols were accustomed to. The establishment of a centralized political structure indicated a profound change in governance, where leaders could coordinate efforts and respond effectively to challenges across their expansive domain. As the empire grew, Karakorum symbolized the power and authority of the Mongol leadership. Decisions made in its halls had far-reaching implications, influencing everything from military strategies to diplomatic relations. The city became a melting pot of cultures, where various tribes and peoples could come together, share ideas, and work towards common goals. This blend of cultures not only enriched the social fabric of the empire, but also allowed for more effective governance. Here's a curious fact. Despite its significance, the actual layout of Karakorum was relatively simple. It consisted of a central administrative area surrounded by dwellings and communal spaces. This reflects a practical approach to governance, emphasizing functionality over grandeur. The simplicity of Karakorum's design served as a reminder that effective governance often requires more than ostentation. It necessitates a clear vision and practical systems in place. However, the growth of Karakorum was not without its challenges. As the empire expanded, the logistical complexities of governing such a vast territory became apparent. The city faced pressure from various factions, and maintaining control became increasingly difficult. The political structure established in Karakorum needed to adapt to these changes. This necessity for flexibility highlights a controversial point. While Genghis Khan was an exceptional unifier, his successors had to grapple with the reality that unity in a vast empire requires constant effort and adaptation. The legacy of Karakorum as a political center can still be felt today. It set a precedent for how empires could be governed effectively, balancing central authority with local autonomy. This approach allowed the Mongols to manage diverse populations and territories, ensuring stability and fostering loyalty among their subjects. Understanding the influence of Karakorum reveals much about the complexities of empire building and the strategies that underpin successful governance. As we reflect on the influence of Karakorum on the Mongol Empire, it is essential to acknowledge its role in shaping the administrative practices of future rulers. The organizational principles developed in Karakorum became a model for other empires. Leaders learned the value of establishing political centers that could facilitate communication, trade, and governance across vast distances. This adaptability and innovation were crucial for the Mongols as they navigated the challenges of their expansive empire. Ultimately, Karakorum was more than just a city. It was a symbol of Mongol power and a testament to the vision of Genghis Khan. Its establishment marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Mongol Empire, setting the stage for future developments. Understanding the influence of Karakorum allows us to appreciate the complexities of governance in historical contexts and the lessons that continue to resonate in modern society. In conclusion, the story of Karakorum serves as a powerful reminder of how a single city can impact the structure of an entire empire. As we explore the intricacies of Mongolian history, we recognize that the legacies of such places extend far beyond their physical boundaries. They shape the very narratives of power, unity, and governance that resonate throughout history. The lessons learned from Karakorum continue to inform our understanding of leadership and the dynamics of diverse societies, urging us to consider how we can apply these insights in today's world. What is it about a mind like Genghis Khan's that allowed him to conquer vast territories and build one of history's greatest empires? His strategic brilliance not only transformed the art of warfare, but also laid the foundation for a legacy that continues to influence military strategy to this day. While many view him as a ruthless conqueror, there's much more to his military genius than meets the eye. At the heart of Genghis Khan's strategy was his profound understanding of mobility. Most people think of armies as heavy, lumbering beasts, but Genghis Khan's forces operated with a speed and agility that left many opponents bewildered. He valued light cavalry units, which could cover vast distances quickly, enabling his armies to strike fast and retreat before the enemy could mount a counterattack. This tactical flexibility allowed the Mongols to outmaneuver larger and better equipped armies consistently. But here's an intriguing fact. Genghis Khan's innovations in warfare weren't just about speed. He effectively employed psychological warfare, leveraging fear as a weapon. For instance, he would often send advanced scouts to create exaggerated tales of his army's ferocity. When his troops arrived, many adversaries had already succumbed to panic, leading to swift surrenders before a single arrow was loosed. This aspect of his strategy demonstrates a controversial point. While conventional military wisdom emphasizes brute force, Genghis Khan understood that winning without fighting could be just as effective, if not more so. Another layer to his strategic mind was his use of intelligence. Unlike many leaders of his time, Genghis Khan prioritized information gathering. His scouts, known as Merkit, would infiltrate enemy territories to gather crucial data about troop movements and supply lines. This information would inform his strategies and provide a significant advantage in planning attacks. Here's a lesser-known fact. The Mongol postal system, known as the Yam, was one of the most advanced of its time, allowing for rapid communication across vast distances, which further enhanced their strategic capabilities. Conflict within his ranks was another area where Genghis Khan excelled. Most leaders struggle with dissent, but he managed to turn potential rivalries into a strength. He instituted meritocracy, promoting based on talent rather than noble birth. This practice not only fostered loyalty, but also created an environment where skilled individuals could thrive, regardless of their origins. The controversial truth is that by including former enemies in his ranks, Genghis Khan was able to build a more formidable and cohesive military force. The Mongolian Empire's rapid expansion also relied on strategic alliances. Genghis Khan was adept at using marriage as a political tool. By marrying off his daughters to tribal leaders, he forged alliances that expanded his influence and secured loyalty from key factions. This diplomatic maneuvering underlines a significant lesson in leadership. Sometimes the pen, or in this case, the marriage contract, is mightier than the sword. As we explore Genghis Khan's military innovations, we must also understand how they laid the groundwork for the expansive Mongol Empire. His strategies allowed for swift conquests across vast territories, from China to Eastern Europe. The size of the empire is staggering, stretching over 9 million square miles at its height. Yet, what's more fascinating is how Genghis Khan's methods of warfare influenced future generations of military leaders. His innovative tactics prompted a shift in how armies operated across the globe. Many military historians consider him a precursor to modern guerrilla warfare strategies, where speed and surprise are paramount. Countries around the world have studied his campaigns to learn from his successes and failures. The controversial notion that he was not just a conqueror, but also a revolutionary strategist challenges the conventional narrative of his brutalities. In summary, Genghis Khan's approach to warfare was multifaceted, characterized by speed, intelligence, psychological tactics, and strategic alliances. His legacy is not just one of conquest, but one of innovation that shaped the course of military history. As we dive deeper into the life and strategies of this remarkable figure, we uncover the complex layers of his character and the lessons he leaves behind for leaders today. What can we learn from Genghis Khan's strategic mind? How can we apply his principles of agility, intelligence, and alliance building in our modern contexts? Understanding these elements not only sheds light on historical events, but also provides insights into effective leadership in our own lives. Why is Karakorum significant in world history? At its peak, this city was not just the capital of the Mongol Empire. It was the beating heart of a vast network that connected diverse cultures, technologies, and ideas. While many might assume it was merely a military hub, the reality is much more profound. Karakorum was a melting pot where East met West, paving the way for unprecedented cultural exchanges. Imagine a place where merchants from China bartered silk with scholars from Persia, and artists from Europe shared their innovations with local craftsmen. This dynamic interaction was crucial in shaping the world as we know it. As the center of Genghis Khan's empire, Karakorum represented a shift from the traditional nomadic lifestyle to a more organized society. People think of the Mongols as solely fierce warriors, but Genghis Khan understood the importance of stability and governance. He established a city that served as the administrative and political hub of his empire. Here, important decisions were made, and laws laws were enacted, reflecting his desire for a more structured society. In fact, many historians argue that the political innovations initiated in Karakorum laid the groundwork for future empires, showcasing the city's historical significance. A fascinating aspect of Karakorum was its role as a cultural melting pot. The city welcomed people from various backgrounds, creating a diverse community that thrived on collaboration and exchange. Did you know that Genghis Khan promoted religious tolerance? In Karakorum, Buddhism, Islam, and local shamanistic traditions coexisted peacefully. This surprising fact emphasizes a controversial point. While Genghis Khan is often seen as a ruthless conqueror, his policies fostered an environment where diverse beliefs could flourish. This approach not only strengthened the social fabric of the empire, but also encouraged creativity and innovation. Karakorum's strategic location along the Silk Road was vital for trade and communication. The Silk Road connected the east and west, allowing the free flow of goods and ideas. Merchants who traveled through Karakorum brought not only their products but also their knowledge, creating an atmosphere of learning and discovery. The city was not just a stop on the trade route, it was a thriving marketplace where different cultures met. The exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies helped to shape the trajectory of civilization. For instance, paper-making techniques from China and military technologies from the Middle East found their way into Europe, fundamentally altering their societies. The influence of Karakorum extended beyond its borders. The city's existence showcased the strength of the Mongol Empire and the extent of its reach. As a political center, it housed various administrative offices, playing a critical role in managing the empire's vast territories. Important decisions and policies were made in Karakorum, and its significance as a symbol of Mongol power cannot be overstated. The city became a beacon of unity for the diverse peoples within the empire, reinforcing Genghis Khan's vision of a cohesive society. However, the historical importance of Karakorum also lies in its decline. After Genghis Khan's death, the empire shifted its focus to other cities, leading to the gradual neglect of Karakorum. This transition reflects a critical point. As the Mongol Empire expanded, it faced logistical challenges that made centralized governance increasingly difficult. The location of Karakorum, once ideal, became less central as new territories were conquered. Understanding this decline offers valuable insights into the evolution of empires and the challenges of maintaining power over vast areas. In summary, Karakorum is significant in world history for several reasons. It was a vibrant cultural hub, a strategic political center, and a melting pot of ideas and trade. The legacy of Genghis Khan and his capital city goes beyond mere conquest. It symbolizes the power of unity and cooperation among diverse peoples. By studying Karakorum, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of history and the importance of cultural exchange. As we reflect on this remarkable city, we must consider its lessons for our contemporary world. In an age where globalization has interconnected nations and cultures more than ever, the spirit of Karakorum serves as a reminder of the benefits of cooperation and understanding. Facing diversity and fostering open communication can lead to innovative solutions to our modern challenges. The story of Karakorum continues to inspire, encouraging us to appreciate the rich tapestry of human history and the vital connections that shape our future. What myths surround Genghis Khan's legacy? Many people perceive him as a brutal conqueror, an image rooted in the depictions of Mongol invasions and the devastation they caused. However, this perspective often overlooks the complexities of his character and contributions. Contrary to popular belief, Genghis Khan was not merely a ruthless warlord. He was a savvy statesman and a visionary leader. To understand the reality of his legacy, we must delve deeper into the nuances of his life and the empire he built. Genghis Khan, born Temüjin in 1162, faced numerous hardships, including family betrayal and social isolation. This background shaped his resilience and determination to unite the fragmented Mongol tribes. While many view his military conquests as ruthless, it's essential to recognize that these actions were often driven by the need to create a stable and unified society. He implemented laws that promoted trade, communication, and cultural exchanges, laying the groundwork for what would become the Mongol Empire. In fact, did you know that Genghis Khan instituted a code of laws known as the Yasa? This legal framework established guidelines for governance, trade, and military conduct. It's a little-known fact that this code emphasized religious tolerance and protected merchants, making trade routes safer for everyone involved. And the image of a brutal conqueror persists. Genghis Khan's policies demonstrate a commitment to stability and prosperity for his people. Many scholars argue that his approach to governance and military strategy was revolutionary. He recognized the importance of meritocracy, promoting individuals based on their abilities rather than their noble lineage. This practice attracted talented individuals from diverse backgrounds, further enriching the cultural tapestry of his empire. It's controversial but true. The very policies that fueled his empire's expansion also laid the foundation for social mobility and inclusivity. As we examine the reality of Genghis Khan's legacy, we must also consider the narratives that have shaped his image over time. Western accounts, often written during or after his conquests, tended to emphasize the violence and chaos of Mongol invasions. These narratives ignored the broader context of Genghis Khan's efforts to foster unity among disparate tribes and cultures. Understanding this duality is crucial for a nuanced view of history. history, one that recognizes both his accomplishments and the consequences of his military campaigns. The Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan was a unique phenomenon. It became the largest contiguous empire in history, yet it was also characterized by remarkable cultural exchanges. Genghis Khan encouraged the dissemination of knowledge, technology, and ideas across vast territories. He actively promoted the arts, sciences, and trade, facilitating connections between East and West. This often overlooked aspect of his rule highlights his role as a catalyst for cultural diffusion. An intriguing fact is that many inventions we associate with later periods were influenced by the interactions initiated during Genghis Khan's reign. The use of gunpowder in warfare, for instance, was advanced through the exchanges along the Silk Road. While Genghis Khan is often portrayed solely as a conqueror, his legacy is also that of a bridge between cultures, fostering advancements that shaped the future of humanity. In conclusion, the myths surrounding Genghis Khan's legacy often overshadow the reality of his life and accomplishments. He was not just a brutal conqueror, but a complex figure whose policies promoted unity, trade, and cultural exchanges. Understanding these nuances reshapes our perception of historical figures and encourages us to look beyond simplistic narratives. By delving into the intricacies of Genghis Khan's legacy, we can appreciate the complexities of history and the lessons it offers for our contemporary world. As we continue to explore the multifaceted legacy of Genghis Khan, we invite you to reflect on how these insights can influence our understanding of leadership, unity, and the power of cultural exchange in today's interconnected society. What myths surround Genghis Khan's legacy? Many people perceive him as a brutal conqueror, an image deeply rooted in the tales of devastation during the Mongol invasions. But what if I told you that this portrayal often overlooks the intricacies of his character and his significant contributions to history? Genghis Khan was not merely a ruthless warlord. He was a skilled statesman and a visionary leader who built one of the largest empires in history. To truly appreciate his legacy, we must look beyond the myths and delve into the reality of his life and reign. Born as Temüjin in 1162, Genghis Khan faced tremendous hardships early in life, including family betrayal and social ostracism. Despite these challenges, he emerged as a formidable leader who united the fragmented Mongol tribes through a combination of strategic alliances and military prowess. Many might assume his rise to power was solely due to brute force, but it was his charisma and ability to inspire loyalty among his followers that truly set him apart. This foundational aspect of his leadership laid the groundwork for the remarkable conquests that would follow. Did you know that Genghis Khan implemented a code of laws known as the Yasa? This legal framework provided guidelines for governance, trade, and military conduct, emphasizing the importance of order and stability. It's a little-known fact that the Yasa also promoted religious tolerance and protected merchants, thereby fostering a thriving trade environment across his empire. While Genghis Khan is often depicted as a merciless conqueror, his legislative efforts reveal a commitment to creating a structured society. As we explore the reality of Genghis Khan's legacy, it's essential to acknowledge the contradictions that surround his image. Many view him solely through the lens of violence and destruction, yet his reign was also marked by significant cultural and economic achievements. He understood that to maintain control over his vast empire, he needed to implement policies that promoted trade, communication, and cultural exchange. These actions highlight his strategic mind, which was not limited to warfare but extended to governance and diplomacy. The Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan was a unique entity that served as a melting pot of ideas and cultures. His leadership facilitated the exchange of knowledge, technologies, and practices between diverse groups. For instance, during his reign, innovations like the compass and gunpowder spread along the Silk Road, influencing warfare and navigation across continents. It's fascinating to think how Genghis Khan's conquests inadvertently paved the way for advancements that would shape the future. A surprising fact is that Genghis Khan established a merit-based system of promotion within his ranks, valuing skill and loyalty over noble birth. This approach attracted talented individuals from various backgrounds, contributing to the empire's success. While some may argue that this meritocracy was a clever tactic to consolidate power, it nonetheless provided opportunities for many who would otherwise remain marginalized. As we unravel the myths and realities of Genghis Khan, it's crucial to consider how historical narratives have shaped public perception. Western accounts, often written in the wake of Mongol invasions, frequently emphasize brutality and chaos while downplaying the cultural and economic advancements facilitated by the empire. Understanding these biases allows us to adopt a more nuanced view of historical figures, recognizing their complexities and contributions beyond mere conquest. The legacies of Genghis Khan and the Mongol Empire extend far beyond the battlefield. His ability to connect disparate cultures and promote trade set the stage for an era of cultural exchange that profoundly influenced the course of history. From art to science, the interactions initiated during his reign left a lasting impact on both the East and the West, leading to innovations that we still benefit from today. In conclusion, the myths surrounding Genghis Khan often overshadow the reality of his life and accomplishments. He was not just a brutal conqueror. He was a complex leader whose policies fostered trade, cultural exchange, and stability across his vast empire. As we continue to explore his legacy, let us appreciate the multifaceted nature of historical figures and the lessons they offer for our understanding of leadership, unity, and the interconnectedness of cultures. By delving into the intricacies of Genghis Khan's legacy, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of history and how they resonate in our modern world. Understanding the man behind the myths invites us to rethink our perceptions of leadership and the impact one individual can have on the course of human history. What lessons can we learn from Genghis Khan's empire? Most people think of Genghis Khan as merely a conqueror, someone who spread fear and devastation across vast territories. However, the reality is that his empire also exemplified the profound benefits of cultural exchange and cooperation. In this section, we will delve into how Genghis Khan's vision and policies fostered an environment where different cultures could thrive together, leading to significant advancements that still resonate today. Karakorum, the capital city founded by Genghis Khan, was a testament to this idea of cultural exchange. Imagine a city where merchants, scholars, and travelers from the east and west converged, sharing ideas, technologies, and beliefs. It was not merely a military outpost. It became a vibrant hub of innovation and trade. In fact, many innovations, such as the compass and advanced techniques in metallurgy, spread along the trade routes established during Khan's reign, which ultimately benefited societies far beyond the Mongol Empire. This concept may seem surprising to those who primarily associate Genghis Khan with warfare, yet it is a crucial aspect of his legacy. You might be astonished to learn that Genghis Khan's empire actively encouraged the mixing of cultures. He understood that a diverse empire could harness the strengths of its various peoples. For instance, he enlisted the expertise of conquered engineers and artisans to improve his military capabilities and infrastructure. This strategy not only strengthened his army, but also demonstrated a remarkable level of pragmatism and adaptability. I might argue that this was simply a tactical maneuver. It highlights the importance of collaboration and openness in governance, which is a lesson still relevant in our increasingly interconnected world. In today's globalized society, we often encounter cultural diversity, but not all interactions lead to positive outcomes. The Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan teaches us that embracing diversity can lead to innovation and growth. When different ideas and technologies come together, they can create transformative changes. For example, during Khan's time, the Silk Road facilitated not just trade in goods, but also an exchange of knowledge about agriculture, astronomy, and medicine, leading to advancements that improved the quality of life for many. This spirit of exchange is something we can aspire to replicate in our communities today. However, it is important to acknowledge the controversial aspect of Genghis Khan's legacy. While his empire thrived on cultural exchange, it was also built on military conquest and control. Critics argue that the Mongols' expansion was often brutal, with entire cities razed and populations decimated. This duality presents a conflict we must navigate. The celebration of cultural achievements does not erase the violent means by which they were often achieved. Understanding this complexity allows us to appreciate the multifaceted nature of history and the figures within it. An intriguing point is that many people remain unaware of how Genghis Khan established a system of communication that facilitated these exchanges. He created a network of relay stations known as the Yam, which allowed for swift communication across vast distances. This infrastructure was crucial in maintaining control over his empire and ensuring that information, as well as goods, could travel efficiently. Today, as we navigate our fast-paced digital world, we can draw parallels between Khan's communication network and modern technological advancements that enable global connectivity. As we reflect on the lessons from Genghis Khan's empire, one crucial takeaway is the importance of unity and diversity. By promoting cultural exchange and cooperation, he forged a sense of belonging among disparate groups, which ultimately contributed to the stability of his empire. This is particularly relevant today, where cultural divisions often hinder collaboration and understanding. Genghis Khan's legacy challenges us to foster an inclusive environment where diverse perspectives are valued and leveraged for collective progress. In conclusion, the importance of cultural exchange in Genghis Khan's empire offers us valuable lessons for contemporary society. While he is often remembered for his military prowess, it is essential to recognize the ways in which he facilitated cooperation and innovation across cultures. Embracing diversity and encouraging collaboration can lead to transformative changes in our communities, just as it did during the era of the Mongol Empire. By learning from Genghis Khan's legacy, we can strive to create a world that celebrates diversity and harnesses its potential for the greater good. What remains of Karakorum in modern times? Most people envision ancient cities as mere ruins, relics of a bygone era. However, the reality is that Karakorum continues to influence our understanding of history and culture today. This section will delve into the archaeological significance of Karakorum, the ongoing efforts to preserve its history, and how it draws tourists from around the globe, all while reminding us of the rich tapestry of human civilization. Karakorum, the capital founded by Genghis Khan, lies in the heart of Mongolia, a location that might not seem prominent at first glance. Yet, this area is a treasure trove of historical artifacts and insights. In recent years, archaeologists have unearthed numerous relics, from pottery and coins to remnants of buildings that speak to the vibrant life that once flourished there. In particular, particularly fascinating discovery is a cache of letters known as the Yuan dynasty documents, which offer a glimpse into the administration and daily life in Karakorum during its peak. These findings challenge the notion that this city was merely a transient stronghold. It was a thriving cultural hub. You might be surprised to learn that Karakorum's archaeological sites are not just remnants of the past, but active locations of research and exploration. The Mongolian government, in collaboration with international scholars, is working tirelessly to excavate and study these sites. This collaboration highlights a unique aspect of modern archaeology, the blending of ancient wisdom with contemporary scientific methods. Researchers employ advanced technologies, such as ground-penetrating radar and 3D modeling, to map the city's layout and understand its infrastructure better. These modern techniques open new avenues for discovery and deepen our appreciation of the complexity of Genghis Khan's empire. However, Karakorum's historical significance goes beyond mere excavation. It has become a focal point for cultural tourism in Mongolia. Tourists flock to the site not only to witness the remnants of this remarkable city, but also to engage with the stories of its past. The annual Karakorum Festival draws visitors who celebrate Mongolian culture, showcasing traditional music, dance, and crafts. This festival serves as a reminder of the enduring legacy of Genghis Khan, as well as the importance of preserving and sharing the history that shaped the nation. A controversial perspective arises when discussing the promotion of tourism at such historical sites. While some argue that the influx of visitors can lead to the degradation of the sites, it is essential to recognize that tourism can also provide crucial funding for preservation efforts. Balancing tourism with conservation is a delicate task that requires thoughtful planning and community involvement. This dynamic raises questions about how we honor our past while making it accessible to future generations. Interestingly, one rarely discussed fact is that the preservation of Karakorum is not merely about maintaining physical structures. It also involves safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage of the Mongolian people. Oral histories, traditions, and customs associated with Karakorum are as vital as the artifacts themselves. Local communities play a critical role in this process, sharing their narratives and ensuring that the legacy of Genghis Khan continues to resonate in the hearts of their descendants. As we explore the remnants of Karakorum, we must acknowledge the lessons that emerge from this historical site. The story of Karakorum is not just about Genghis Khan's conquests or the city's eventual decline. It reflects the broader themes of resilience, adaptation, and the continuous cycle of cultural exchange. In an increasingly globalized world, the ability to learn from the past and apply those lessons to contemporary society is invaluable. In conclusion, the exploration of Karakorum today reveals a dynamic interplay between the past and the present. It serves as a reminder that history is not static. It evolves as we uncover new insights and engage with it in meaningful ways. By visiting Karakorum, we not only honor the legacy of Genghis Khan, but also contribute to the ongoing narrative of human civilization. The lessons learned from this remarkable city can inspire us to cherish our diverse cultural heritage and promote understanding among all peoples, emphasizing the interconnectedness that shapes our world. Why should we care about Genghis Khan today? It's a question that many might find puzzling. Most people know him as a ruthless conqueror, but the reality is far more nuanced. Genghis Khan's strategies and policies have influenced leadership styles and management practices in ways that resonate even in contemporary society. Understanding his impact provides us with valuable insights into unity, governance, and the complexity of historical figures. Let's consider a surprising fact. Genghis Khan's empire was one of the largest contiguous empires in history, covering approximately 9 million square miles at its peak. But what does that mean for us today? This vast reach wasn't just a matter of conquest. It was also about the establishment of effective governance systems and trade routes that connected cultures across Europe and Asia. His ability to unite diverse peoples under one rule has lessons for modern leaders who strive to bring people together across differences. The controversial point arises here. While some may view his tactics as barbaric, they also highlight his understanding of collaboration and diplomacy. Genghis Khan established laws that promoted trade, protected merchants, and even encouraged religious tolerance. This is where the lessons for today become clear. In a world that often feels divided, his approach suggests that fostering collaboration and understanding can lead to stronger societies. One rare insight is that Genghis Khan implemented a form of meritocracy in his leadership. Unlike many leaders of his time who favored noble birth, he rewarded talent and loyalty, regardless of background. This practice is something we see echoed in modern organizations that prioritize skills over connections. It encourages a culture of innovation and growth, proving that inclusivity can lead to success. As we explore Genghis Khan's relevance today, consider his emphasis on communication and intelligence gathering. He utilized an extensive network of spies and scouts, allowing him to make informed decisions based on accurate information. In our era of information overload, the ability to discern valuable insights from noise is a crucial skill. Modern leaders can learn from this approach, enhancing their decision-making processes. Moreover, Genghis Khan's emphasis on trade networks laid the foundation for economic systems that are still in place today. The Silk Road, which flourished under his rule, not only facilitated commerce but also cultural exchange. In a globalized globalized world, the importance of understanding different cultures cannot be overstated. It reminds us that economic prosperity often depends on building bridges rather than walls. Another compelling aspect of Genghis Khan's legacy is the way he adapted to changing circumstances. He was not rigid in his thinking, but adjusted his strategies based on the realities of the battlefield and the needs of his empire. This adaptability is a trait that all leaders should cultivate in an ever-evolving landscape. It teaches us the importance of resilience and the willingness to embrace change. In closing, the lessons we can draw from Genghis Khan are profound. His life serves as a reminder that history is not black and white. It is filled with complexities that demand a nuanced understanding. By recognizing the multifaceted nature of historical figures, we can better appreciate the lessons they offer. Genghis Khan's legacy is not merely a tale of conquest, but a testament to the power of unity, adaptability, and the enduring human spirit. As we reflect on these insights, consider how they can inform your perspective on leadership and collaboration in your own life. Genghis Khan's story encourages us to embrace diversity, promote understanding, and work toward building a more connected world. The path he forged continues to inspire generations, reminding us that the lessons of the past are invaluable in shaping a better future. What unknown aspects of Genghis Khan are still being discovered? It's a question that intrigues historians and enthusiasts alike. Many believe we know the full story of this formidable figure, but ongoing research reveals that there are still many mysteries surrounding his life and empire. For instance, while many think of Genghis Khan solely as a conqueror, recent findings suggest he was also a visionary leader who understood the importance of governance and administration. In fact, did you know that his real name, Temüjin, means iron worker? This name hints at his robust nature and determination, qualities that shaped not just his conquests, but also the intricate societal structures he established. As we delve deeper, a surprising fact emerges. Genghis Khan had a system of communication that was revolutionary for its time. Known as the Yam, it was a relay system of mounted couriers that allowed for quick dissemination of information across vast distances. This innovation not only improved military coordination, but also facilitated trade and cultural exchanges, much like the modern postal system. But how did he implement such a complex network without the technology we have today? The answer lies in his keen understanding of logistics and the mobilization of resources. Moreover, Genghis Khan was a master of integrating different cultures into his empire. Most people assume that he imposed Mongolian culture on his conquests, but the reality is that he was quite the opposite. He adopted elements from various cultures, which enriched the Mongolian way of life and created a more diverse society. This adaptability is a trait often overlooked in historical narratives. It's a reminder that the essence of leadership often lies in embracing change and diversity. As we explore these revelations, it becomes evident that Genghis Khan's leadership style was not just about strength in battle, but also about strategic thinking and adaptability. His ability to learn from other cultures and incorporate their strengths into his governance is a valuable lesson for modern leaders facing global challenges. Understanding this multifaceted approach can reshape how we view leadership in our own lives. Another layer of mystery surrounds the extent of Genghis Khan's influence on trade routes. The Silk Road, established under his rule, became a vital artery for cultural exchange and commerce between East and West. However, many people do not realize that this exchange went both ways. While goods traveled from one end to the other, ideas, technologies, and even religious beliefs flowed freely as well. This mutual influence helped to lay the groundwork for the modern global economy. Now let's touch upon a lesser-known aspect of Genghis Khan's legacy: his impact on women in society. Contrary to the traditional narratives that often cast women aside in historical contexts, Genghis Khan's era witnessed women playing significant roles in governance and warfare. Women were given rights to own property, and some even led armies. This progressive stance raises intriguing questions about gender roles in historical societies and challenges the assumption that patriarchal structures were universally dominant. Moreover, there are accounts suggesting that Genghis Khan held a deep respect for the environment. He understood the importance of sustainable practices in maintaining the resources necessary for his empire's survival. This awareness of environmental stewardship is a perspective that resonates even more today as we face climate challenges. What's truly fascinating is the potential connections between Genghis Khan and contemporary leadership practices. By examining his life, we can find strategies that are applicable even in today's context, be it fostering unity among diverse groups, promoting trade and cultural exchanges, or understanding the significance of sustainable practices. The mysteries surrounding Genghis Khan continue to unfold, and each discovery enriches our understanding of this extraordinary figure. With ongoing research employing modern technology, historians are piecing together the complex puzzle of his life, revealing insights that keep his legacy alive and relevant. In summary, Genghis Khan was not merely a conqueror. He was a visionary leader whose strategies, values, and innovations have shaped historical narratives and offer lessons for modern society. The story of Genghis Khan serves as a reminder that history is not static. It evolves with each discovery, urging us to explore, question, and understand the complexities of our past. As we reflect on his enduring influence, it's clear that the lessons drawn from his life can guide us in navigating our contemporary contemporary world, fostering unity and understanding in our diverse societies. How did Genghis Khan contribute to the concept of a global community? This question leads us into a fascinating exploration of one of history's most enigmatic figures. While many think of Genghis Khan solely as a ruthless conqueror, the reality is much more intricate and revealing. His actions laid the groundwork for a form of interconnectedness that we now associate with globalization. To understand this, we must first consider the vast expanse of the Mongol Empire. At its height, it stretched from Eastern Europe to the Sea of Japan, encompassing numerous cultures and peoples. Did you know that Genghis Khan's empire was one of the largest contiguous empires in history? This monumental achievement wasn't just about conquest. It was about creating a network of trade, culture, and communication. One of the most significant aspects of Genghis Khan's legacy is the establishment of the Silk Road. Most people think of the Silk Road as just a series of trade routes. However, it was so much more than that. The Silk Road became a lifeline connecting the East and West, facilitating not only the exchange of goods but also ideas, technologies, and cultures. It transformed how civilizations interacted and set a precedent for future global exchanges. This interconnectedness laid the foundation for modern trade and cultural exchange, demonstrating how Genghis Khan's vision extended beyond mere conquest. As we explore further, we encounter a lesser-known fact. Genghis Khan had a remarkable understanding of diplomacy. Contrary to the belief that he relied solely on brute force, he often employed a strategy of negotiation and alliance building. He would forge partnerships with various tribes and cities, allowing him to expand his influence without resorting to war every time. This approach not only minimized bloodshed, but also promoted a sense of community among diverse peoples within his empire. It's a controversial point, as many may not associate diplomacy with a figure renowned for warfare, but it showcases the depth of his leadership. Genghis Khan's vision of unity went hand in hand with his respect for different cultures. He encouraged the integration of various customs and practices within his empire. For example, he allowed the practice of multiple religions, Buddhism, Islam, and shamanism, side by side, fostering a multicultural environment. Most people think that conquerors imposed their culture on others, but Genghis Khan did the opposite. His acceptance of diversity was strategic. He understood that a united empire would be stronger if its people felt respected and valued. However, Genghis Khan's empire also raises complex questions about the nature of cultural exchange. While he promoted diversity, he was also responsible for the deaths of millions during his conquests. Was he a unifier or a destroyer? The truth is that he was both, and grappling with this complexity allows us to appreciate the multifaceted nature of leadership and governance. As we delve deeper, we discover that Genghis Khan's policies had far-reaching effects beyond his lifetime. The administrative systems he established laid the groundwork for governance in many of the regions he conquered. These systems facilitated trade and communication, promoting stability and economic prosperity. A little-known fact is that he implemented a relay postal system known as the YAM, which significantly improved communication across vast distances. This system can be seen as an early precursor to modern postal services and demonstrates how his innovations contributed to a more interconnected world. Furthermore, the empire's vast network enabled the spread of knowledge and technology. Innovations from China, such as gunpowder and papermaking, were disseminated across Europe and Asia due to the connections fostered during his reign. This exchange of ideas and technologies not only enriched cultures but also propelled advancements in various fields. It's fascinating to think that the cultural and technological landscape we know today was influenced significantly by the Mongol Empire's reach. However, the idea of a global community under Genghis Khan was not without its challenges. The vastness of his empire created logistical difficulties, especially as it expanded. Governing such a diverse and sprawling territory required innovative solutions to maintain unity and order. Despite these challenges, Genghis Khan's legacy of interconnectedness endured, influencing subsequent empires and modern nations. Now let's consider the relevance of Genghis Khan's vision in today's world. As we face global challenges such as climate change, political unrest, and economic disparity, his emphasis on unity and cooperation among diverse cultures serves as a timely reminder. The interconnectedness he fostered during his reign highlights the importance of collaboration in addressing contemporary issues. In summary, Genghis Khan's contributions to the idea of a global community were profound and complex. He created a vast empire that connected various cultures through trade, diplomacy, and a respect for diversity. His legacy encourages us to reflect on the nature of leadership, the importance of unity and diversity, and the enduring value of cultural exchange. Understanding this intricate web of connections can inspire us to build a more cooperative global community today. As we navigate the complexities of our interconnected world, we can draw lessons from Genghis Khan's vision to foster collaboration and understanding among diverse peoples. How does Karakorum's history shape our understanding of Genghis Khan? The city is more than just a relic of the past. It stands as a testament to the accomplishments and the vision of a man who changed the course of history. While many may view Genghis Khan through the lens of his brutal conquests, the reality is that his legacy is deeply intertwined with the cultural and economic exchanges that Karakorum facilitated. At its peak, Karakorum was not merely a capital but a vibrant center of commerce, culture, and governance. Did you know that it was strategically located along the Silk Road, which linked the East and West? This position allowed for an unprecedented flow of ideas, goods, and technologies, establishing Karakorum as a melting pot of civilizations. However, this wasn't just happenstance. Genghis Khan deliberately chose this location to create a hub that would not only support his military ambitions, but also foster unity among diverse peoples. This leads us to a strange but enlightening fact. Karakorum was home to a unique assembly called the Kurultai, where leaders from various tribes gathered to discuss and make crucial decisions. Most people think that power was concentrated solely in Genghis Khan's hands, but in reality, he often consulted with these leaders, creating a system of governance that encouraged participation. This collaboration fostered a sense of community and shared responsibility, which was revolutionary for the time. As we delve deeper into Karakorum's influence, it's essential to recognize that it became a center of learning and cultural exchange. Scholars, artisans, and merchants from different backgrounds coexisted and collaborated, resulting in innovations that spanned various fields. However, this success wasn't without controversy. Some argue that Genghis Khan's expansionist policies overshadowed the cultural achievements of his empire, creating a dichotomy between conquest and cooperation. Understanding this tension allows us to appreciate the complexities of Genghis Khan's legacy. Another captivating aspect of Karakorum is its role as a cultural hub. You could find a mix of religions, Buddhism, Islam, and shamanistic practices, all coexisting. This diversity was not merely tolerated, it was actively promoted by Genghis Khan. He believed that a multitude of perspectives would strengthen his empire. Interestingly, this approach challenges the stereotype of the conqueror who imposes a singular culture upon the vanquished. Instead, Genghis Khan's acceptance of diversity highlights a more nuanced understanding of leadership and governance. The legacy of Karakorum is also evident in its administrative innovations. Genghis Khan implemented systems that improved communication and trade across the vast expanses of his empire. For instance, the use of a relay postal system known as the YAM allowed for efficient messaging and movement of information. This logistical foresight not only facilitated governance, but also fostered a sense of unity among disparate tribes and cultures. However, as Karakorum thrived, it faced its share of challenges. The very diversity that made it a vibrant center also led to tensions. Different tribes and cultures sometimes clashed, creating conflicts that Genghis Khan had to navigate carefully. This aspect of Karakorum's history presents a critical lesson: the importance of dialogue and compromise in fostering a cohesive community. As we examine the enduring influence of Karakorum, it becomes clear that its legacy continues to resonate today. The city symbolizes the potential for cultural exchange and unity in diversity. In our globalized world where we face challenges such as migration, cultural clashes, and economic disparities, the lessons from Karakorum are more relevant than ever. Ultimately, the history of Karakorum shapes our understanding of Genghis Khan not just as a conqueror, but as a visionary leader who sought to create a world where diverse cultures could thrive together. His ability to unify disparate peoples under a common banner offers insights into contemporary efforts for global collaboration and understanding. In conclusion, the story of Karakorum serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of history and the enduring nature of human connection. As we reflect on this legacy, we can draw inspiration from Genghis Khan's vision to foster unity and collaboration in our interconnected world today. This understanding enriches our view of history, highlighting that even amidst conflict, the potential for cooperation and cultural exchange remains a powerful force for positive change. You've explored the surprising legacy of Genghis Khan and his capital city, Karakorum. You've learned about his rise to power, his vision for a multicultural society, and the enduring influence of his legacy. Now you can apply these insights to appreciate the complexities of history and the lessons it offers for today's world. Throughout our journey, we've uncovered how Genghis Khan was not only a conqueror, but also a unifier. His establishment of Karakorum as a hub of culture and trade illustrates the profound impact of his vision. As we look at the challenges and successes of Karakorum, we understand that history is not merely a series of events, but a tapestry woven with threads of human experience, innovation, and collaboration. In conclusion, the legacy of Genghis Khan serves as a reminder that even the most formidable leaders can champion diversity and unity. By embracing our shared histories and cultural exchanges, we can find pathways to collaboration in our interconnected world today. The lessons from Karakorum encourage us to foster understanding, empathy, and cooperation in our global community. So, the next time you think of Genghis Khan, remember not just the conquests, but the vision of a global community he aspired to create. Take these insights and reflect on how they apply to the complexities we face in our modern world. Let's engage in conversations about unity and diversity, drawing inspiration from the past to build a better future together. If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.